isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a sandbank there, it's 16 miles long. And Arkle's made up the centre of it. So if you want to go south and the tide's running north, you're going to get swept up here. And you don't want that.
Yeah.
So you leave Arkle either an hour or two before high water.
Okay.
And fight the last of the flood, and then you get the rest of the tide in your favour, taking you south of that bank. This is our previous trips. We always go around the South Arkle Buoy or down by the South Arkle Buoy.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because Aberystwyth is south of here and not north of here.
Yeah.
There's Arkle, latitude Aberystwyth. So you need to get as far south as you can get.
Yeah, makes sense what you're saying, yeah. And
because
that's why you would go south to that, and then
so we'd always leave, carry the tide south, because the next tide is going to bring you back north.
And why did I go to Aberystwyth? Why was the race Arkle to Aberystwyth?
Because originally it started, a lifeboat crew from Aberystwyth came across to Arkle and rode back to Aberystwyth for a charity thing, and they decided to make a race out of it.
Yeah.
But this would have been on a fairly soft tide. On a big tide, you'll find that you go like this and back this, but at least when you're in here the tides aren't as strong, so you need as much south going tide as you can on this part of the trip. Otherwise you end up in this area up here, which you do not want, believe me. When you see something with the name like the Devil's Tail on it, and up around Bargy, the tides are very, very strong, and it can get quite, I mean, Trebargy Sound, the tide can run 6 to 8 knots.
Jesus.
You do not want to get up there with a rowing boat. You haven't got you don't have the speed in a rowing boat to get out of that.
Yeah.
So you need to keep as far south as possible, because at least you're clear here, right? Yeah. So you leave Arkle with south going tide, or at the last of the north going tide, because it's 12 miles from there to there.
Okay.
And you need to get around that south end of the bank, otherwise you're having to go all the way up to the north end of the bank, and don't even think about crossing that bank. Don't even think about crossing that bank.
Okay.
You'd run aground and part of that with a rowing boat, never mind a bigger boat.
Yeah, okay.
So don't even think of crossing that bank, unless you know that bank intimately.
Yeah.
Which me and the lads on the Windcat would, because we're working on it every day.
Yeah.
I don't want to be up on these shoals up by Bargy Island. Now when you're halfway across, you'll see Bargy Light.
Okay.
And you'll see it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Oh, you think you're never going to lose it. And when you first see the land on the Welsh side, you think you're getting close. Only you're still 30-40 mile away.
Yeah.
So you still got a lot of rowing to do.
Cock's sake.
To Aberystwyth in 1992 or 93, was it?
Yeah.
In 95 we rode across again, and we were all on the ferry, we had a few drinks in us going back, and someone said, Jesus, we've done that twice now, what's next? And I said, the Atlantic, I suppose.
And then off the back of that bed.
And then when I arrived back in Arkle, one of the lads that I know at the club, he'd got a poster that was advertising the first Atlantic race.
Okay, yeah. What year was that?
That was back in, well, it was 95 then, but it was 97 we went.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, it took us 2 years to get sorted, to build a boat and get the money together and get all the supplies.